What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Drake and Jimmy Jew Show. My name is Drake Peterson, and that over there is the very hungover Jimmy the Jew. And as always, joining us is our producer, Christopher McCone, a.k.a. Coner McBoner. And joining us today is drummer of the band, stick figure, and founder of Backstage Music Lessons, Kevin Offitzer.
What's up?
What's up, doggy?
What's up?
It's early. It's
What's
early.
up?
It's early here. 10 o'clock is very early here in California.
Yeah, good morning, guys. It's 1 p.m. over here, so I've kind of
Nice. Your day's already started. Nice.
Oh yeah, we're in the thick of it over here.
You're calling in from Maryland?
Yes, Southern Maryland, where it is definitely feeling like fall. That's for sure.
Fall. You have no snow there yet, huh?
No snow, but it's actually pretty beautiful. I'm from Southern California, so to see like the leaves change and all that, it is a pretty cool thing. So yeah, it's nice.
Right here, it's snowy as shit.
Where are you at?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, right on, man.
So we're full winter.
Yeah, I bet, man.
It's 65 degrees here in Southern California, and I have the heater on in my house.
Jeez.
That's borderline pathetic.
Right?
I am a SoCal sissy. Kevin, where did you grow up?
I actually grew up, ironically enough, I grew up in Southern California, in San Pedro.
Ah, San Pedro.
Yeah.
That's just like north of Long Beach, right?
It is right. So yeah, Long Beach and Pedro kind of like are right. That is the port of Los Angeles and the port of Long Beach. You know, it's all kind of connected. So just north of Long Beach.
Nice. Yeah, nice weather down there. I'm Northern California by the Bay Area.
Right on.
It's a little chilly. We're out last night. Me at the bar outside. We had like a movie night where they played Short Circuit. Remember that old movie? Johnny Five, the
No.
robot.
I don't.
From the
Embarrass-
80s.
You're dating yourself, Jimmy.
I mean, I've seen like Number 5 is Alive and all that
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
Yeah.
It was the original. They played it. It's an 80s retro band or bar. So we sat outside with the heaters and they played on a big screen. It's kind of cool. But we still go
surprised-
outside.
I'm surprised the bar is even open in California right now. That's
I heard they're
surprising.
closing in San Diego right now, San Francisco, like a lot of places. Where I think we're next, like next week.
Mhm.
That's because
Yeah.
you guys keep going to fucking bars. That's why we're closing down because of you.
It's
Jimmy's
all
trying
his
to rack
fault.
up those COVID cases. He just wants to get as many as possible.
Hey, racking them up, baby, racking them up, racking and
Oh
cracking.
man.
Kev, did you get COVID or anyone close in your circle get it at all?
I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny at all. Oh, geez. No. You know, I can honestly say I don't really know anybody that has had it. I've heard of people, oh, so-and-so had it, and people like in this area, someone's like hairdresser. They seem to be kind of magnets to this shit.
Right?
You know, Jimmy. Now you know someone.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
the only one.
I had it. I lost 30 pounds in 11 days back in July.
Oh, no way, man.
Yeah, it got me hard.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're all right, man. It really is no joke. Actually, I lie. One of my nephews actually
Ah.
got it, but
Where at?
he's younger, down in Florida.
Okay.
But he made like obviously a full recovery, and you know he's like early 20s, so he's all good.
Oh yeah, healthier, way healthier.
Yeah.
So tell us about this backstage.
Backstage Music
Lessons.
Lessons.
Well,
Tell the world.
Heard
long
something cool you're
story
doing.
short, yeah, man. Thanks. It's been a cool ride. It's been a little different this year. I started teaching drum lessons on tour back in like 2013, and at that time it was just an idea I had from like when I was in high school. One of my like drum buddies for life, he would hit up the drummers of bands when they were coming through town in Southern California, and he would have lessons with them when they came through LA. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. He had lessons with like Stanton Moore from Galactic, and I'm trying to think of like some metal drummers that came through, like pretty big name artists, and they were just all about, you know, they didn't like advertise that they taught on the road, but you know, like, hey, I'll come by and give you $100. Can I have a lesson before the show? So I thought that was just such a cool concept, and I always told myself I would do that if I was ever in the position to. And then fast forward, you know, joining Stick Figure, I kind of found the opportunity. And yeah, it was in 2013. We were opening up for the Expendables on the Winter Blackout tour. And I put the word out there and got some hits in multiple cities and started teaching lessons myself. Had no, it wasn't even a thought to like branch it out until I was kind of trying to figure out like there's something more I could be doing when I'm on the road, you know, like business wise. And I kind of brainstormed with the manager of Stick Figure, Thomas Cousins of Ineffable Music, and he kind of helped me come up with the idea that I'm already doing it myself. I already know like the process and everything. Why not manage that for other artists? And that's when Backstage Music Lessons was born. This was about 2 years ago now. Started working with a couple drummers. You know, those are like the guys I'm closest with. So started with the drummer of The Movement, the drummer of Tribal Seeds, and have just been building it ever since.
You're badass.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a brief history of Backstage Music Lessons. But
So how do you put it out there? People just go online and find you?
I mean, social media, really. I put some money into advertising, but it's mostly been pretty like organic, word of mouth. Similar to how I started out, just advertising my own lessons. You know, it always helps, like, you know, being in Stick Figure, if they put a post for me up on the Instagram or the Facebook, it just goes out to so many more people than my own personal stuff. So that's kind of what most of the artists I've been working with have been doing, is using that built-in network that we all have through our fan bases. And you know, the response has been pretty good for most of the artists.
And it's pretty
badass.
sick. I'm looking at the website right now. You can get guitar lessons, bass lessons, ukulele, drums, keyboards, vocals, songwriting, production, DJ, live sound engineering, horns, and strings. And it's from all these amazing, amazing bands. So if you're listening right now and you are thinking about taking lessons, or your kids are trying to take lessons, it's a perfect thing for like the holidays too. Like give a gift. Is that something that you can do? Is like maybe sell or like buy some lessons for like your kid or something, or a friend?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to you know, we do have like gift certificate option available, but I'm like the webmaster of this thing myself too, and I don't really know shit about any of that.
Fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
We're right there with you.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, people can like gift a lesson if they want. Definitely, they just have to get in touch through the website.
That's fucking, man. So you're doing all different kinds of music. It's not just drums. It's fucking everything.
Jimmy,
That's
take
Yeah.
some lessons.
Yeah, get some ukulele.
Get some ukulele lessons.
You should.
I got a badass ukulele.
The ukulele lessons have been actually like one of the more popular things that I've
Really?
been hit up for. Yeah, yeah.
Who teaches them? Is it Micah?
Has Micah been doing them? Micah's been doing more like, or Micah Brown or Michelle.
Either.
So both of them have been doing primarily like guitar and songwriting sessions. But K-Bong's been doing a ton of uke lessons, and Zion from the Green. He's been getting a lot of those. But yeah, I've been working on like building the roster little by little over the last couple years, and yeah, it's branched out into all those categories, so it's pretty cool.
And what's it done through, like Zooms type thing?
Primarily Zoom, but I kind of, the structure is a little loose still. Like if somebody prefers FaceTime, you know,
Okay, yeah.
they can use FaceTime. If they want to use Skype, they can use Skype. You don't have to use Zoom.
Right.
You know, it's not like strict like that.
But it's a live-based thing that people can get to. That's fucking.
Yeah, we just, you know, they reach out, we figure out what day works for everybody, and then we just get it scheduled.
Man, that's fucking.
Pretty
How much does
straightforward.
something like this normally cost? Like, just so people can get an idea.
Just depends on the artist. I always tell the artist, like, just you set your own rate. You know, one lesson can range from $50 to $100 or more, and then most of the artists give like a discount if somebody books like 2 or 3 or 4 lessons at a time.
Oh.
So would you say that quarantine, all this quarantine COVID stuff, has actually been a blessing for your company, because you can have more like more people are at home and are looking for stuff to do?
I would say yes and no.
Not say a blessing, but
I mean, it is, this is the only way that we have to connect right now,
Yeah.
So it is helpful in that sense. But what Backstage Music Lessons was born from was being able to have people, they were coming to a show to see their favorite band play, and then they were also going to get a lesson from one of the band members, usually backstage. So like
Right.
that was the, that's
The
the
original.
heart and soul of Backstage. But we've all had to adapt to this absolute craziness that we find ourselves in. And a couple of the artists were already kind of starting to they were staying connected with students from the road, and they were doing Zoom lessons. So I was kind of already like prepped for this in a way. It definitely caught me off guard, but I already had some artists that I was kind of going through this way, and it's pretty much the same shit for me. From my side, instead of just setting up a lesson at a venue in wherever, I'm just setting up a Zoom call. So it has made me have to quickly learn all the Squarespace. I couldn't even log in before coronavirus happened. So I definitely, I've been watching a lot of YouTube how to, add fucking buttons on websites and all that kind of shit.
What's the best? YouTube teaches you to do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy.
YouTube University, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, so but yeah, to answer the question, I think I'm making it work, and it definitely, people are still looking to connect, with and support their favorite artists.
Yeah,
So
which is huge.
yeah, I mean that's what we all need right now. Otherwise, who knows how long this is actually going to continue. So we gotta somehow make it to the other side of this, and I'm just kind of trying to do my part to help my fellow artists and musicians get through it.
Are you guys looking at any like drive-in shows or anything?
I don't think so. I mean, you'd think we'd see so many more of those if it was like an actual viable thing. Like they seem kind of few and far between to me.
SoCal seems to have a few more than we do. Only one we really know about up here in Northern California was the Sublime one we went to.
Yeah,
South seems to have like a few more.
yeah. I mean, like stick figure, I don't think we're going to be going down that road. I'm not really sure. Especially this thing's kind of seems to be fucking ramping up.
oh, for sure.
And then it, the winter time doesn't help. Like,
Yeah.
in majority of the places in the United States, like outdoor just really isn't an option at this point.
Yeah,
So,
for me, where do you go? You got to be inside. There's no other option. Like you're either in your apartment or you're inside some kind of mall or complex, and just not a good option.
yeah, it's like I did an interview with the band a few weeks ago. Like these up and coming guys, they're actually over in like South Africa, but they were like, "Do you have any advice for an up and coming band?" I'm just like,
Change your career, dog.
maybe a couple of years ago I could have had some pointers, but right now, just good luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
get a degree in something else.
Yeah, it's already hard enough, and now you throw all this, the fact that you can't even fucking play anywhere.
Yeah, man.
Are they
Exactly.
doing the outdoor thing, like the drive-in theater thing on the East Coast at all?
Yeah, who's been doing it? G Love, I've seen them doing it a lot with Paul, the keys player from Slightly Stupid, and some of the reggae guys up there in the Northeast. And then I think Ballyhoo did one, Pacifier maybe. Actually, Ted from Pacifier did a really cool thing a couple months ago where he was up in Annapolis, Maryland, and he was on this floating dock. And like usually the people who like they like that stand-up paddleboard yoga shit that people do. It was a floating dock, and he played an acoustic show, and all these people were on like kayaks and paddleboards around him. So I thought it was a pretty like unique thing that probably wouldn't be
Different.
yeah, it wouldn't be explored as much, and until like there was a need for it. So, but I think it's a little too chilly for that kind of shit now.
Definitely getting chilly. I mean, Northern California, we're getting. I mean, it's only in like the 50s, but still, it's fucking chilly to us.
It's all relative. It might as well be
Yeah.
snowing.
It might as well. Yeah, I have a blizzard outside.
How did you first get started in stick figure, Kevin?
How did I? Hmm. It's not that interesting of a story, really. I mean, well, shit, just growing up in Southern California, like, I knew I wanted to be a drummer in a band at a young age, like in middle school. It just like became like my goal. Like, I'm gonna be in a band. I'm gonna go on tour. So everything I did was kind of working towards that from that age. Like all the garage bands I was in, and just doing everything I can to like network and connect with other musicians. And then like in the whole, I was more into metal music growing up, and I kind of still am. I love metal, but the reggae rock scene has always been thriving in Southern California.
Huge.
And still going.
Exactly.
Bigger now than ever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like the epicenter for everything reggae rock. So it was fairly easy for me to get plugged in being in San Pedro. All the bars in Manhattan and Redondo and Hermosa, like
so fun.
I couldn't tell you how many bands, and like I was there every week playing with somebody else, doing like percussion, acoustic, or playing with like I was playing with like 15 bands at a time. It seemed like, and then I want to say it was like, I don't know if you know like Surf Roots Radio.
Yeah.
And those guys, like Tim, he had mentioned it to me. Stick Figure was on my radar. I think he was still on the East Coast at that time. And he's like, yeah, I think Scott from Stick Figure's moving to the West Coast. You should like hit him up. He probably needs a drummer. And I did. I reached out to him, and being in LA, I was like, oh, if you come into LA, I have a jam spot, But he was going to SD. So we didn't link at that time, but I kind of like planted the seed. And then fast forward a year, we kind of reconnect, and I sent him a video, and then we do a little audition. And then shortly after that, he got the offer to go on his first tour that he was actually like interested in going on. And we were opening for the Green. He was asked to go acoustic, but he was just like, fuck it, I'm going to put a band together and do it full band.
Very smart.
Yeah. And that's kind of how that was back in 2012, 2012, I think. And it was just supposed to be that one tour. But we just had so much fun. And it was this like, it was all on the East Coast, but people were coming to see Stick Figure, and they were wearing Stick Figure shirts. I was like, this is fucking out of control. Like, first tour, and there were people showing up, and they were stoked. And then on that tour, we met Patrick, who is still our booking agent to this day. And he kind of just kept lining up shows, and and it was like, oh, you want to
never stopped.
Yeah, like, oh, you want to tour with Tribal Seats? Yeah. You want to tour with the Expendables? Yeah. You want to go with Red? Yeah, let's fucking do it. So yeah, it was a fun. It was like at first like that. It was just a really good time, And it still is to this day. But it was really exciting, and like we just didn't know what tour or wherever we were going to be doing next. So it was good times, man. What every like budding musician dreams of is just kind of riding that wave like that.
So like when you're on tour, we asked a lot of the bands, like, what's happened to you? Like, what was some funny gigs or funny shit that people's done to you? Usually people bring up Pepper fucked with them somehow. That's how people always bring like, well, Pepper fucking man put fucking hot dogs in our exhaust pipe. Or
I'm trying
tour pranks.
I'm trying to think of a good tour prank. What's funny is I was thinking about this like earlier today. It wasn't a tour prank, but on that first tour with the Green, I got in a fight. Which I'm not a fighter.
Oh my god!
These guys were on, or I forget if we were like renting an RV or something at the time, but they were on the bus, and I was just like trying to get them off the bus, and they were very, very hammered, probably blacked out, and they didn't really appreciate me trying to make them leave. And I got
buzz.
Dude, I got pushed into like the microwave and dented the microwave in the back of my head.
Oh, hell no.
And then someone saw the fucking bus shaking and opened the door. I think our merch guy at the time, and he ends up getting clocked in the face all up.
Oh shit.
No, obviously not a tour prank story, but definitely still exciting. And then all the guys in the Green, they heard the commotion. They came out, and like they're all big Hawaiian guys.
Oh, you don't want to fuck with them.
Yeah.
And,
I was a big dude. Yeah.
Let's just say it was squashed pretty quickly, but
shit.
That one that comes to mind. Good times,
I seem to remember a story. Lenny, who has done lights for you guys and does lights for us, I remember him telling a story where the bus went under or it was a van, or I don't know what it was, but it went under a bridge that was too low, and the AC units got ripped off. Was that with you guys?
That was the movement, but it was on a tour we did with them. They were in a bandwagon.
Oh no.
Funny you say that, because I was just thinking about how nutty that was too, man. That must have been fucking terrifying.
Dude, also boom, boom, like what the fuck?
Whole thing ripped off, and there was just a hole in the roof in the middle of the night. And it's scary because those guys have been through, they've had some accidents, in the snow and shit. So they're all like probably PTSD with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like to have that happen. The next day, I was like, dude, I heard what happened. They were just like, dude.
They all got 5-point seatbelt harnesses and shit. Like, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man. It seems like a fucking lifetime ago, though. It's so crazy to think back at all this shit.
Everything does. Even tour feels like a lifetime ago. Like I remember sticking dildos on the front of the movements. Once Peepers, our front of house guy, we were in Philadelphia and walking around, he found a used dildo on the street. And of course, he picked it up and took it back to the venue, and then we stuck it on the windscreen of the movements. On the movements bus.
Don't even get me started on Peepers. Peepers toured with us for quite a while too.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I thought he was just gonna kill himself.
Same.
we somehow got one of those little red moped scooter, not like a moped, it was like a mini bike. And he loved that thing. And he loved to ride it at the end of the night when he really shouldn't have been. And there was one time where the trailer was open, and you know how there's like those cables that hold.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Hold the door.
He clotheslined himself.
Oh,
we all thought he was dead.
Oh my God.
And he just gets up and he's just like, oh shit.
Peepers
It
is
just laughs it off.
absolutely insane.
I know, but I love him.
I
miss
love
him so
him.
much, man.
I
One of the people I miss the most.
The roadies.
My first tour with Drake, Peepers was on a large amount of some substance.
Mushrooms. I think I already know the story too.
Well, I wasn't gonna say what it was, but I was in my bed texting my girlfriend at the time, and I get a text from Drake in the crew stream or in the tour stream that just is a picture of Peepers on top of the bus, and it says Peepers on bus, SOS, please help.
I had just met him. This was like one of my first tours with Iration, and he was like saying, I can't get down. So I was like, I didn't know that Peepers like can get out of any situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was legitimately terrified. Like, oh no, he's on mushrooms. He's going to jump off. Something's going to happen. So I was like trying to wake, but I didn't want to like wake everybody up. So I just sent a text, and somehow he monkeyed down.
He had climbed the inside of the bus door and got on top of the bus. And Drake's picture of him was him like arms outstretched just on the roof of the bus.
the cat in the tree thing. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh man.
That is awesome.
So
See, this is the shit you guys miss. This is what you guys miss.
Exactly. This is what really happens backstage.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Do you
yeah.
ever- Do you ever have any concert fails? Like, we always love to ask people if they've had anything really bad go on stage. Like, it's live music. Things just happen. Anything that you can remember?
I mean, we've had some absolutely just botched shows
Oh,
where
I love it. Let's hear it.
I mean, just like technical shit. One that comes to mind, we were in they used to do, I think they still do them, like these reggae, the end of the ski season up in Vermont. We did one of those, and everybody was just so trashed. I think at one point, like my kick drum pedal broke, and I just was like, we're just done playing. Like, I'm fucking out of here. If I recall, I was pretty buzzed up too. But somebody wanted to do a wedding proposal, and I feel so bad for them because it was probably gonna be like this really special thing, and the guy was probably so stoked. And Scott's just like, we got a proposal. I mean, then just like, just like completely just botches it. I hope he doesn't watch this. He's gonna be pissed that I put that out there. But dude, it was just one of the funniest things. I was just like, dude, come on, man, you can't be doing that.
No. Oops. It's so funny how many people like to do wedding proposals like at like a meet and greet or like the sound check or something or the show. It's
It is.
yeah.
I don't understand it. My hat goes off to them because that shit does take some pretty big balls. But I proposed. We were actually on a vacation in Bermuda, and we went to this like little sunset spot. And I was even nervous. There was like 3 people in the area. I was like, oh fuck, there's too many fucking people here. Like I can't do this shit right now. So I found a spot where we could just be the 2 of us. But yeah, like dude, the thought of doing that on stage, like, no.
Like, right? What if she says no? Like, there's 20 million fucking people here. Right.
I could barely talk into a microphone on stage without being nervous. Like, shit, man.
That's awesome.
Did you guys see that that Ticketmaster is now figuring out a way to check people's vaccine records once concerts start opening up again?
Didn't.
Oh.
So basically, what will happen is you purchase a ticket, for a show, and then if you've been vaccinated, they'll check. They'll also test you 24 to 72 hours right before the show, and then there's all these different companies now that they're gonna like check with, and if you have been vaccinated and you do test negative, then they let you in the show.
Shit.
And they just started actually at-home saliva tests here in Minnesota. 24-hour at-home saliva tests.
They have the 1-hour test up here in Northern California. You pay it's $150 or $140, but you do it within 20 minutes. You have a result.
That's crazy.
What a wonderful world.
Yeah.
I mean,
wonderful world. I'm surprised nobody's come out with a good vaccination song.
Vaccination. I mean, there is a song called "Soul Vaccination" by one of my favorite bands, Tower Power. But I guess it's time for a reggae band to get it.
Right.
Do you guys have any shows scheduled for next year that are going to be happening that you know of?
To be honest with you, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, who really does? I mean, we can all say we have shows scheduled. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but
no, it's true.
We're still at that point where live music is just, as we once knew, is just still just such a big question mark, So we're kind of in like a holding pattern right now. But the good thing is, once music does come back, there's going to be so much new music. It's just going to be stupid. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some bands just put out like 3 albums at once just because they've just been writing and everything this whole time,
Oh, yeah. And festivals are just going to be packed. As soon as anything opens up right now, like it's a bar, anything, boom, everybody just wants to get out. They go there. So I'm sure the festivals are just going to be crammed.
Yeah. I wonder. I sure hope so, man. I hope everybody can kind of get back to that like sense of, how everything once was, kinda, yeah, man.
A lot of people are putting out music. I mean, Iration, you guys are playing all the time, like doing your thing, your online thing.
Oh yeah, a couple of shows here, but for the most part, everyone's just like chilling. Are you guys writing new stuff right now? Kev?
You talking to Jimmy Jew or me?
I'm talking to you. No, Jimmy can't write. Jimmy can't even read.
Though.
Well, Scott's like the primary writer for Stick Figure, and I mean, he's kind of been the way he's lived really hasn't changed much due to coronavirus. I mean, he's just been like hunkered down. That's what he's always done off tour is just get in his zone and just just write. And K-Bong's been doing a lot of his solo stuff. Johnny Cosmic's been producing, and I'm sure he's writing a bunch of his own stuff. And the other guys, everyone's just been kind of like traveling around and just doing their own thing. Like you said, I mean, I have 2 kids. My son was born in June, so
congratulations,
man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I got 2 in diapers. It's out of control.
And ain't cheap.
Shit.
How many diapers does one go through in a day for one kid? Like, how much shit is there?
Oh man, you could just swim in it pretty much. Like, no, actually, what's weird is newborn babies. They don't. Sometimes they can go like 10 days without pooping.
What?
Fun fact, right there. Yeah, and that's totally normal.
Like, is this kid broken?
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, like push on his stomach or something, like. but once they get a little older, it's
Shit factory.
Oh man, it's like you can just just this morning, like I was across the room, Kira was just playing with her toys, and I'm just like, oh, she just took a dump, like
you just smell it
immediately. I was like, let's get that out of there in the trash can as soon as humanly possible.
So what's the average diaper use a day per kid?
Jimmy, you should know. You've had kids.
I never changed no fucking diapers. I had 3 kids, never changed a diaper in my life.
Are you serious?
No, it's a girl's job. It's a woman's job.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I'm shocked. I almost don't believe it. I'm jealous.
No, it's true shit. True. Actually, one time I changed a diaper. I think of my daughter. And I went and filled the bathtub and I kept dipping her in it because I didn't know what to say and trying to get it to fall off. And my grandma came in and goes, "What the fuck are you doing, stupid?" I go, "I'm trying to get this fucking diaper thing off. I don't know. I ain't fuck touching this shit." And never again. No, they never have me change another diaper.
Oh man. I mean, probably a smart move. Yeah, the old bathtub bidet trick. Yeah.
Dip. Like, yeah. I never.
It's tough for me because I've been at home this whole time. I really don't have an excuse to not change a diaper. Like,
that's true. Yeah. You're like, tour, come back. Tour, come back.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm over here answering backstage emails. She's like, I saw you're watching fucking surf videos. Like, get over here and change this diaper.
Damn it. Yeah, whenever you smell shit, just give us a text. We'll call you and be like, business call. So we got you.
Oh man,
hey, that's another business right there.
There should be an app for that.
Right, hit this, you get a phone. Your phone rings.
Yeah, like dad rescue or something.
Yeah,
dad rescue.
No more diaper daddies. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, hell yeah, Kevin. Dude, thank you so much for coming on this show. And everyone, go check out Backstage Music Lessons. Okay, you can also call it BML, not to be confused with BLM. It might be getting. Do you think there's any people like going to the wrong websites at all?
I've actually
playing drums.
Not for that reason, but BML. I was like bowel movement. I don't know. I don't really like that. I've been saying BSML in like.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's worse.
That sounds more like bondage.
Yeah, right.
BDSM. I mean, that's where my mind goes.
Yeah, damn.
I don't mind that. I mean.
Yeah, right. Thanks. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Hell yeah, buddy. Everyone go check out BackstageMusicLessons.com. Go give some gifts to your friends and your family because it's the holidays and you got to get your shit together, buy some gifts. And Kev, hopefully we'll see you soon on the road.
I pray that we can, man. It's been too long.
Yeah.
You guys are one of the most fun bands to tour with ever, 100%. So I hope we can get back to this, soon.
Definitely.
Me fucking too.
Yeah.
Yep. I miss the shows.
Don't we all?
Cool, guys.
Hell yeah, boys.